How did Ukrainian Dancing with the Stars pro Max Chmerkovskiy get out of his native country after Russia invaded? And why did he feel like he had to leave? Keep watching for the harrowing answers. Russia's invasion of Ukraine on February 24, 2022 stunned the world. Since then, there have been nightly air raids of Ukrainian cities, while Russian soldiers march towards Kyiv, intent on taking the country's capital. The number of people who have been displaced by the invasion continues to grow. The BBC reports that the European Union estimates that as many as 4 million people will try to leave Ukraine, with more than 660,000 already having done so. Poland, Romania, Slovakia, Hungary, and Moldova are the countries who are taking in the most Ukrainians at present. Poland alone has accepted more than 377,000 refugees. According to the Washington Post, Ukrainian displacement will be the biggest humanitarian crisis in Europe since 2015, when over 1 million people fled Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan. The journey from the war zone to safety is long and arduous. According to Reuters, wait times at borders are as long as 60 hours in Poland, while lines to cross into Romania are up to 12 miles long. But even the journey to the border is life-threatening. One 16-year-old refugee told the Kyiv Independent that a group of marauders tried to attack her and her mother multiple times in the 28-hour drive to the Polish border. Getting to the border doesn't even ensure families can stay together. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky ordered that men between the ages of 18 and 60 be conscripted into military service, meaning they aren't allowed to leave. Dancer and choreographer Max Chmerkovskiy of Dancing with the Stars was in Kyiv when the invasion began. He had been keeping followers up to date with what was happening on the ground through videos posted to his Instagram account, and had been planning on staying. The dancer and choreographer spent the last 6 months falling in love with Ukraine again, he said in an Instagram video.
I know now who this country is, what it represents, what it stands for.
But staying was not an option for him. He explained in another video, "There's a lot of fighting everywhere. The streets are crazy. At one point, I got arrested like a foot outside of here. That was probably the least traumatizing moment in this whole thing as far as Ukraine is concerned."
I want to go back home.
He continued, admitting that he was not in the best mental state to unpack everything that was happening, but also acknowledging that he had better options than most other Ukrainians. In one Instagram story, he relayed this harrowing anecdote. "I was watching an 8-ish-year-old boy hysterically crying and not wanting to let go of his father. Verbatim, 'If you stay, I want to stay too, because if they kill you, I won't be able to help.' While he was born in Ukraine, Chmerkovskiy has a U.S. passport, so he isn't affected by Ukraine's draft. His parents emigrated to the United States when he was young, and he's now understanding why. He said on Instagram, "This does feel like the way it was when and why we left in the 90s. He went on to describe his travels to the Polish border, putting a face on the emotional toll Ukrainians are facing. "Just getting on the train was harrowing," he said on Instagram. "The situation at the train station is insane. At first, it feels manageable, but it gets a lot worse when it comes time to actually board the train. Train cars meant to only hold 30 people had to fit more than 150. For Chmerkovskiy, it was sweaty and claustrophobic despite the freezing temperatures. During the 31-hour journey, he chronicled evidence of the war happening around him. In another video, he shows unarmed civilians allegedly stopping a Russian tank. Entertainment Weekly reported that Chmerkovskiy made it out of Ukraine to Poland on March 1st. He wrote in an Instagram story, "Polish people are amazing. Thank you from the absolute bottom of my heart and soul." Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about people in the news are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.